Hi, I'm Winston Garland, and I have recovered from a traumatic brain injury and a myriad of other physiological problems that were downstream of that original injury that went undiagnosed for years and years. But thanks to the new science of neuroplasticity and programs that deal with neuroplasticity, I have been able to recover, and I am so grateful. Big shout out to DNRS, Dynamic Neural Retraining Systems. It has been my constant companion for about 2.5 years. And in this last year, my life has become more joyful and full than I realized was possible. And at the beginning, I was very time consumed with doing the rehabilitation work for my brain. It took a lot of time. But now my life has gotten more dynamic and full of other regular life stuff. And at the same time, as I finish my retraining of my brain, I use some clever ways of keeping my brain in an optimal neurochemical state for it to continue to grow and heal. And so I still use I'm still doing the full DNRS program, which is essential in my opinion to recovery from these kind of things. And at the same time, with a busy full day, I have some little micro-dosing tools that I use to micro-dose my brain throughout the day. So dosing is an acronym for dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. Those are the really positive neurotransmitters in the brain that set the stage for new neural growth and also optimal states. So when you feel a lot of clarity and joy and balanced energy, usually you're going to have a pretty optimized set of neurotransmitters operating in your brain. So with the program, I dose my brain really well. Dose my brain, get high on my own supply, and feel great. And now that my life is very full and I've optimized my brain to produce a lot of dose chemistry by itself, sustained throughout the day, I adapted these little tools to microdose. So instead of doing the full program, I'm still doing the full program, but I don't have to do it all day long, let's say. So I can do these little microdosing tools to just give me a little more dose chemistry in my brain. And it's been such a happy, joyful thing for me that I thought it could be a lovely thing to share, because I have a huge community of friends that I've made over these years of this journey of recovery. And so I've put together a WhatsApp group where we can all come together and use these microdosing tools. And I realized that it's a lot easier for me to talk to my friends and tell you how I use these little microdosing tools than to try and text it or put it in an email. So that's why I've come up with this little Winston's Mico-DOSE'n ToolBox. And for those of you who've heard of it, microdosing is kind of a trend out there in the pharmacological world. And I just thought it was a funny pun to use it on us, dosing our brains on our own supply, getting high off our own supply, like optimizing our capacity to be of purpose. And I look forward to seeing you in the WhatsApp group and continuing to dose my brain all throughout the day until I no longer need additional tools, if that's the default. And I'm so grateful that there's a way to heal that capacity when it's impaired in some people. Best of luck to you on your journey.